Who doesn't want the feeling of ownership, especially when it's the ownership of a home? But in this time and age, there are many people that are struggling to get the mortgages. Now, do we have a solution for them? Let's find out. Welcome to Strata Queens Podcast, unraveling the layers of real estate. Well, hello and welcome. My name is Mona Arora and I'm your local real estate agent here in Niagara Region. And today in our studio, we have Alfonso, who's going to be talking about that if for any reason you are having any issues to get your mortgages, there are some solutions that are available for you. So, Alfonso, take it from here.
Well, first of all, just thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. This is great. This is such an awesome setup. You do such a great job, put so much effort to give your clients, your following, such valuable information. And I'm sure you say that to everybody that you're on, but I'm really excited to be here on the show and talk with you and share how home ownership is still achievable in this day and age, and we can help people, we can help families in creating win-win-win scenarios for
Oh my God,
everybody.
I love when you say win-win-win-win. Okay, you got my attention right
We're
there.
going to get into it, for sure.
So tell me, mostly, as a real estate agent, I go to the mortgage broker, I go to the bank, or I go to the mortgages and whatnot, and we try to get them the mortgages, and the stress tests come in the picture, the down payments comes in the picture, sometimes their credit scoring comes in the picture, and then most importantly, it's their incomes comes in the picture, and people do want to have a sense of ownership. So what solutions can you bring in for those people?
Absolutely. Right now, most people, the majority of people, think that there's only two types of people. People that can buy homes and people that are renting, right? So what we're trying to do is create a bridge and to fill that gap, to get those people from renting, and if they do want to own a home, to home ownership. So, those people that are feeling helpless, that are being turned down by the banks or lenders, and are going to professionals like yourself, realtors, mortgage brokers, and just not quite there yet because they need X, Y, Z, and then they'll be able to qualify at the bank. But they don't have that now. Whether that's, saving up more of the down payment, fixing their credit score, making sure they have the right amount of income that they're claiming. Because that's what a lot of the mortgage financing is based around, is your income, your down payment, and your credit. So when we come across professionals like yourself, we have those clients, if they've been turned down or said no by conventional financing, we'll have a look. We'll take a look at their file, collect the similar information that the banks and the lenders will, and use that criteria essentially to see what they will fit and eventually be a homeowner with.
Oh, fantastic. So now you did touch upon something, and again, as I said, this part goes very near and dear to my heart because I feel that especially when you said the credit repairing and when you said all that things, I was like, that's what my message is to the people. Sometimes we feel that, okay, when I have enough down payment or when I have built my scoring, but nobody's teaching them and training them and coaching them.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, I'll wait for 6 months and then some magic will happen and I can qualify, but not understanding that if they go and connect with the professionals like you, in those 6 months, you can put the plan in place for them to repair their credit scoring or whatever they need to do so they can be on their way. It could be 6 months, it could be 1 year, but at least they're on their way for ownership.
You got it. Mona, how have we not met before? Because you saying that instantly tells me that you understand the importance of the education of not just giving the person the fish and, I bought a house and I don't even know how, I just qualified and it worked out, versus learning about that financial education, empowering yourself to understand of what your finances look like. So yes, throughout our rent-a-home program at JAG, we have a team that works on budgeting, works on financial education, that money mindset for all of these clients so that they can grow, they can learn, feel empowered, and basically, solve the issue that they need of credit, income, down payment, whatever that is, that hurdle, and then qualifying at the banks, at the lenders, so that they can get that A mortgage conventional financing.
In this one, I would have to throw this quote, and people don't plan to fail. They actually just fail to plan. And I think that's what it needs, is that it's the planning that they have to do way in advance in order to have that ownership.
The majority of it is the accountability. It's that accountability of, here, I can set a plan, but maybe I'll let myself off, or I'll do it next month, or maybe next year. And that accountability of that person with our team and our clients, and we're not even talking about our joint venture partners and the investors that are the heroes that are helping these families, right? JAG is kind of that intermediary, but yeah, it's that accountability, working with somebody so that they can then be confident and can be qualified.
Yeah. So Alfonso, I know it's very difficult to cover everything in just like few minutes and whatnot. However,
For sure.
if you were to really touch the tip of the iceberg, how does that plan actually work? So let's assume I'm somebody that comes to you and say, oh my God, Alfonso, like I so want to have the ownership. I don't want to pay the rent to somebody, but yet I'm still a rental.
Yeah.
What kind of a program or what kind of a way you can help me out that where I can be on my way to own a property?
You got it. So, like I said, in a similar fashion, if you were to go to apply to a bank or a lender or through a mortgage broker, you would have to, provide documents, tax returns, job letters, things like that to verify what that full application is. There's typically a credit check, right? We want to make sure what your credit score is, where we're starting, where we need to get to. Maybe it's a good thing and your credit is okay. It's down payment and income. So we review all of that information. We collect all that information. Again, we review that. And then at that point there, we provide a budget. We say you are qualified and you're qualified at $400,000 or $500,000 or $600,000, whatever that number may be. And the clients, actually the tenant buyers, they actually get to go out and choose the home that they want to live. So they'll work with their favorite realtor and they'll go out and actually choose the home, the type of property that they want to live in, the areas that they want to be, what they want to be close by. And now with ourselves, with Jag Properties and joint venture partners, investors that we work with, we purchase that home.
Okay.
We purchase that home for that family, for that individual, and they start their journey to that accountability so that they can get to home ownership. And so they work through that program, and at the end of the program, now when they're qualified, they've corrected their issues, our partners, Jag, we sell the home to that tenant buyer because now they've qualified conventionally. That's the tip of the iceberg. That's the elevator pitch.
I was going to say that's just the tip of the iceberg, but that's still the light of the end of the tunnel, that there is a way that, let's say I'm making those monthly payments are actually, even as a renter, is still going towards almost like my mortgage.
You got it.
So I think that goes without saying. I mean, it is something worth checking it out. So Alfonso's information is right at below. Do check it out and do reach out if you have any questions. I personally feel, Alfonso, I'm probably going to have to bring you back again for the second episode because I think there's so much layers to this whole process. Thank you so much for being here. And as I said, that I think I'm probably going to have to bring you again.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just been really an honor to be here. I've had so much fun, and you just put so much effort and time for your clients and your business. So I'm happy to be associated with that. And it's just really great. And thanks so much for having me.
If you're enjoying this, do subscribe, like, and comment and share so the people like you can find it. And until next time.